Tales of Arise new DLC Beyond the Dawn just got released. The base game was released in 2021, so it was roughly 2 years ago, and it follows the story of an enslaved guy with an iron mask, doesn't have any memories, and can't experience pain, wields the blazing sword, and along with other friends he makes along the way, goes on a journey to liberate all of those who are enslaved. I played the base game last year and I loved it. Compared to other Tales games that I played, this was easily second best, just falling short to Tales of Vesperia. If you haven't played Tales of Arise, I would highly recommend it, as it probably is the best game to get into Tales of series if you've never played a Tales game before. However, the Beyond the Dawn DLC is treated like an epilogue, so if you haven't even played Tales of Arise, this DLC is not for you. I will be going into light spoilers for the rest of the video. Beyond the Dawn takes place 1 year after the events of the main game. Everyone prior splits up and goes do their own thing to help with the cohesion of both the Dahnans and Renans. The ending of the base game may seem like a happy ending, but obviously run into different problems, as it's not always sunshine and rainbows. The Dahnans and Renans still hate each other, not all of them, but enough to cause problems. The Beyond Dawn main questline follows closely of a new character named Nazimil, who happens to be the daughter of a Renan lord, and not only that, her mother is also Dahnan. So both sides of the coin, Dahnan and the Renans hate her, and she feels like she doesn't belong anywhere. And both Alphen and Shion come in and try to help her. Then soon after, the whole gang reunites, and things escalate, as always. I thought the story was actually pretty good. It has been a while since I played Tales of Arise, so it's cool seeing everyone back together. I will say that this is heavily story-driven DLC. If you didn't like the story in the base game, then you will no doubt not like this DLC. Nazimil was an interesting character, but I wish they did more with her, which will make sense if you do decide to play it. Since it's centered around the reunion of the gang and Nazimil, I wish they put as much effort into her as what they did with like the rest of the gang. However, there is a good chunk of content that took me about 10 hours with the main story, and I'd assume like another 3 to 5 hours with the side quests. Okay, so what's exactly in this DLC? Like I just said before, it features a 10-hour story with around 3+ hours of side quests, new outfits for everyone, which I thought were actually pretty decent. A silver weapon collection that I don't really think it's that important. And also this DLC will make you use a separate save file, so it's in a sense like a new game and everything gets reset down to level 60. You do get bonuses, however, for completing the main story and other objectives. I didn't think this was a bad thing in making it into a separate save file, mostly because it would make sense to use your cleared save file for a questline that happens a year after the events of the base game, so I wasn't too bummed out about it. So, is the DLC as a whole a good DLC? I think if you love the story of Tales of Arise and have beaten Tales of Arise, then you will for sure love the DLC. Is it worth $30? To me, it feels like a $20 DLC, only because there was nothing cool gameplay-wise that they added. I think if they add like new, I think it's called strike animations, like new different strike animations with both like, I don't know, Shion and Alphen, or just new arts in general, it would make it feel more rewarding, more fresh, and more enjoyable. They don't need to like reinvent the wheel, like they don't need to add like new mechanics, but just add some more flares, a couple more arts, so then it doesn't feel like the same grindy slog as like the last dungeon of the base story. Doing the same arts and seeing the animation over and over again as I did last year, over and over again, I will admit, after not playing the game for a year, the first like 3 to 4 hours I was having fun with the combat since I haven't played it for a year. But then I was just having PTSD, especially during the last dungeon in the DLC story. Yeah, so like the DLC, however, will make anyone who was or is interested in the post-game lore, they will enjoy Beyond the Dawn DLC. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I plan on doing more of these reviews for any game I decide to play, and there's a chance I will stream them later. See you later.